There. We're recording now.
Oh, sorry.
So,
that was me trying to stapler with Alex.
Ow!
Yeah.
This is the mime segment of the show.
Oh, man.
So I've selected for the three of us a 5-minute mysteries radio drama from, I don't know what year though, it doesn't say.
Date?
Oh,
Say no.
1937. Oh, darn.
But from a long time ago. I was telling Liz a little
Are
bit
they-
about it because it's terrible. I haven't even really read the script, I just flipped through
They're
it.
from like the 1820s. They're amazing.
1820s?
No, I'm joking.
No.
No.
Most of them are like 30s, 40s.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, yeah.
When
They're
radio
just
was
silent, because
was
radio was-
great.
a thing.
What's new? When radio was new.
Oh, okay. Are you?
So what we normally do when we do like a full-length one is we do a practice read,
Cold read stuff.
and then we do a cold
It's better
read,
to
and then we do the official one, which is usually worse or just
Better.
more drawn out. There's more ad-libbing in the second
There's
one.
less like completely inaudible lines because people are laughing so hard.
Yes,
On the
that's
second
true.
read.
Okay.
Usually. And then on the second read you also get to make different character choices if you find it didn't work.
It's true.
Like, if you're me, and you did the entire first read with your hand over your mouth because you're Batman wearing a mask.
And then you find out that that doesn't read on the
Nobody could
mic.
understand you on an episode.
Then on the second read, you do it better.
This ain't your first rodeo, though.
It's,
Lizzie.
you know,
So
it might as
this
well
time, no hand on mouth.
And so
No,
some
no,
of
no.
our Patreon patrons actually get to see that train wreck of a cold read. They get a
Oh,
special
wicked.
link to the video.
Oh, how fun. Okay.
And then and everybody else gets to watch the official read on video if they wish, or they can listen to the audio version wherein we make our own sound effects.
Yes, oh yeah, we have to
And
do the full
let me
thing.
get my reading glasses.
Atta girl.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
who's
what do we
who?
have here? So we have Alice and Jim. I'll let you guys, fight out who
I'll
wants
be
to
Jim.
be. I'm gonna
Okay.
be the policeman.
I'll be Alex.
I'm the po-po.
Oh,
And I guess the announcer.
okay.
You're the announcer and the music and the SFX.
We are the SFX. all
We
of us.
all do the SFX.
Oh, I
And
see,
the
I see.
music, we improvise.
Okay, you don't read the SFX, not like Taylor reads Alex.
God, what do you think?
I mean, sometimes we sing the directions a little
And then in the
bit.
background, and then in the background.
I was playing that all night last night.
Background. Yeah, it gets stuck in your head.
Okay, so here we
So
go.
this is a 5-minute mystery series called The Murder of Mrs. Brooks.
Oh, dear.
Date unknown.
I'm so excited to play a girl this time. This is the first time.
Oh yes, did we
But I get
do
to play
Jim
a girl.
and Alice? This is amazing.
I'm always a dude.
Are you?
Evidently.
Well, I'm a dude.
Yay!
I really
So
wanted in life.
there.
Like those lemons are hard.
Clang, clang.
Dr. Otis hard lemonade. That's what
You
it's
can
called.
tell us. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Doc Otis.
See, that's a callback. So now you have to watch the entire first part of the episode
Yes,
and
we
then
do.
come back. to
That's
this
right.
part.
We had some really good Canadian headroom.
I didn't. Alex Castillo, Liz Whitmere, and me.
Oh.
I don't think I said your name.
Should we?
Yeah.
Should we?
I can't reach the top of the frame.
No.
That's some Canadiana right there.
Trying.
Seriously, I
That's
can crop.
amazing.
I can crop this shit out.
Can you?
Can you?
Should I stop doing this?
I
Or
mean,
should I continue doing this?
Or should we just start from
the whole thing
Just-
is gonna be. And see, it's gonna look like that. There's like a little green field
Fine.
behind us and
That's
stuff.
a lot of
Grass.
Lot grass. Cool.
So
Alright,
yeah,
So,
I'll cut it down to a more humane level.
It's just like if we could
moving
just
right
do all
along.
our heads.
All right,
Go
here we
here.
go. The Murder of Mrs. Brooks, cold read. Ahem. I don't know what kind of theme music there'll be, but it's up and it's out. So it's gay.
It's an organ.
It's pretty gay.
Up and out suddenly.
Suddenly, another 5-minute mystery. See if you can solve the case before the end of the program.
Theme back up and play.
Then stop.
Oh, this is gonna be really good, you guys.
Oh yeah, we're already on top of it.
Interior perspective.
Perspective of Otto continues to. I don't understand the sound effects.
What's an interior perspective of
Up
Otto?
and up.
Are we in a car?
You're starting
We're
the car.
You're right, we don't know what year it is.
You're like cranking the car.
No, my phone was flashing.
Okay.
Alright, go Jim.
Jim. Well, Alice, one more block.
It would help if you didn't do that.
It's
gonna happen.
Alice, one more block and you'll behold the Brooks household.
2 whole years, Jim.
It just doesn't seem possible. It's been so long. You and Dorothy married and with a place of your own.
Look at you going extra girl.
It's true.
I've been told I sound like a dude.
Sorry. That's all right. You done?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true, all right. Only too bad you haven't taken advantage of the old Brooks hospitality sooner.
Well, I'm here now, and I intend on having a perfectly wonderful time.
Yeah. Now, here we are.
Oh, God.
This
Oh,
is
what
my
a
footsteps.
charming place this is.
Dorothy's probably on needles and pins waiting for me to get you here.
All the doors creak.
Oh.
Darling, it's Jim. Here's Alice.
Jim, look!
What? Where?
There, on the living room floor, it's Dorothy!
I want to be get the cop. No, go.
Mr. Brooks, I'm afraid you and Miss Manning will have to submit to some routine questions.
I'll be happy to help in any way I can, Inspector.
Thank you, Miss Manning. Now, Mr. Brooks. We're waiting for some information I phoned for.
What?
I'm pretty sure that's going to come back later.
What?
I want you to tell me exactly what happened this morning.
Well, there's nothing much to tell. Both my wife and I were quite excited expecting Alice, that is Miss Manning here, to visit us from Chicago. I was to wait until she called me at the office.
And you were there all morning?
Yes. Yes, until Miss Manning's train arrived and we came out here.
I had written Mrs. Brooks to tell her that I would call Jim at the office as soon as I arrived. The train was an hour late. Maybe, if you had been here earlier, I may have prevented this.
Well, I have a lot to fucking say here. That remains to be seen. Apparently, Mrs. Brooks was sitting here in this chair putting red polish on her fingernails when she was shot from behind.
Oh.
The polish spilled all over the carpet and she was still holding the tiny brush. I'm sorry, Miss Manning. Shouldn't laugh.
My
at Gordon's
grandfather
Brooks.
wrote this.
Tiny brush in her hand. She must have recognized her attacker, and since she did not die instantly, she printed these 3 initials here on the floor with the polish. D-O-C.
D.O.C. Well, I wish we could tell whose initials she was trying to...
Doc! Obviously.
The doctor!
Department of Corrections. Never this.
You're sure you don't know anyone whose name would fit that?
Positive. I can't...
Oh! Oh!
Yes, Miss Manning? Can you think of somebody with those initials?
Well, D-O-C spells Doc, and it's Mr. Brooks' nickname.
Why, it can't be.
Yes, Mr. Brooks.
Well, I haven't been called Doc for over 2 years.
Oh my God.
A lifetime ago.
Yeah. It was a nickname I picked up in school. My wife didn't like the name and never used it. No one in New York even knows me by Doc. You've got to believe me, Inspector.
Ring, ring, ring. Beep, 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 beep.
It's the truth.
Huh. Well, that we'll see. Just a minute. Hello? Yes, this is policeman. Yes, great. Yes, I see. Well, it's sewed up anyway. Thanks. Well, you both will be happy to know our little murder is solved.
Oh, then it wasn't Doc after all?
Oh, Miss Manning, it wasn't Doc. I'm arresting you, Miss Manning, for the murder of Dorothy Brooks. Bum, 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 bum. Why do I have so much to say? Why did the inspector arrest Miss Manning for the murder of Mrs. Brooks? In a moment we'll hear, but first, this.
Long musical interlude.
And now, back to our story.
Still going
strong. And now back to our story. train wasn't late, Miss Manning. That phone call just verified the fact. You came out here, murdered Mrs. Brooks, returned to the station, and called Mr. Brooks to pick you up. That wasn't what really gave you away, though, Miss Manning. No. Too bad you didn't know Mr. Brooks was no longer called Doc when you printed those letters on the carpet.
Doggone it.
Next time, you leave a name as a clue to throw suspicion. You better fucking get the name right.
You fucking toolbox.
But of course, there won't be a next time, will there, Miss Manning?
FEMA band Wonderful.
Join us again next time for another chance to solve a 5-minute mystery.
Rob and play to it!
I feel like you should be the policeman after all.
I would like to.
Usually the newest person gets the most lines. I didn't realize the policeman went on and on.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
just
he
let
was
me
just
take
like,
I said, I'll be
Yes.
Jim, and you just said, okay.
Take Jim.
Thanks for...
I'll be Jim.
Alright, hello, darling.
Good luck
Oh, wait.
trying to pin it on
You're not my
me.
husband, are you?
No.
You're her husband.
Love
Okay,
radio
woman.
plays. That was brilliant.
Alright.
I love it.
That's
Well,
what I take too.
is it?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Should
Am I going to be police
Are you
now?
off
For
book?
real?
Yes,
Okay.
do it.
Off book.
It'll be like another, I know, it's
Wait,
another
let me get my
clover.
app.
This is how,
All right, here we go.
So here's
this
the
is how we
blocking.
do things. All right. Another 5-minute mystery. See if you can solve the case before the end of the program.
Back up and play briefly, then stop. Interior
We still don't
perspective
really
of
know what this
auto
means.
continues
Car.
until
Driving.
stop.
Driving.
Driving. Radio.
Driving.
Steering wheel.
Driving.
Well, Alice, one more block and you'll be whole to the Brooks household.
2 whole years, Jim. It just doesn't seem possible. It's been so long. You and Dorothy married and with a place of your own.
Ah, it's true, all right. Only too bad you haven't taken advantage of the old Brooks hospitality sooner.
That sounds questionable.
But
Jim.
bend down. Just rest your head here on
I'm driving, but
Well, I'm here now, and I can't speak English. But I'm here now, and I intend on having a perfectly wonderful time. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a little wonderful.
that's pretty much, that's why he stops. He's not even at the house yet.
No, it's just, is
It's a
it?
perfectly wonderful time.
Car door opens.
Now, here we are.
Door.
Crunch,
Close
crunch,
it.
crunch, crunch. Oh, what a charming place this is.
Dorothy's probably on needles and pins waiting for me to get you here.
That's not how that phrase goes.
No, it sure isn't. But I'm a man, so who cares? I can get away with it.
That's right.
Darling, it's Jim. Here's Alice.
Jim, look!
What? Where?
There, on the living room floor. It's Dorothy dead.
How do you know without doing an examination?
Ah,
Bridge to next scene. Mr. Brooks? I'm afraid you and Miss Manning will have to submit to some routine questions.
I'll be happy to help in any way I can, Inspector. I'd like to help with the investigation as much as possible. Lots and lots. Because I'm innocent, you see? Innocent.
Thank you.
I'd like to help.
Thank you, Miss Manning. Now, Miss Brooks,
Helping.
while we're waiting for some information I phoned for, I want you to tell me exactly what happened this morning.
There's nothing much to tell. Both my wife and I were quite excited. Expecting Alice. That is, Miss Manning here.
Hello.
Helping to visit us from Chicago. I was to wait until she called me at the office.
And you were there all morning?
Yes, until Miss Manning's train arrived and we came out here.
I had written Mrs. Brooks to tell her that I would call Jim at the office as soon as I arrived. The train was an hour late. Maybe if I had been there earlier, I may have prevented this.
Well, Miss Manning, that remains to be seen. Apparently, Mr. Brooks was sitting here in this chair, Mrs. Brooks was
Oh, my word.
sitting
The
here
famous Brooks hospitality has taken a turn.
in this chair, putting red polish on her fingernails when she was shot from behind.
Oh.
The polish was spilled all over the carpet, and she was still holding the tiny brush in her tiny hand.
Oh my.
She must have recognized her attacker. And since she did not die instantly, she printed these 3 initials here on the floor with the polish. D-O-C.
Right. D-O-C. I was covering my own name with my thumb.
Stunned by your grief.
It's very hard to focus.
I wish we could tell those whose Jesus Christ.
What is happening?
I wish we could tell whose initials she was trying to reveal.
You're sure you don't know anyone whose name would fit that?
Positive. I can't ...
Oh. Oh.
No. Yes, Miss Manning. Can you think of somebody with those initials?
D-O-C spells dog.
Aw.
And it's Mr. Brooks' nickname.
Why, it can't be.
Yes.
I haven't been called Doc for over 2 years. 2 long years. It was a nickname I picked up in school. My wife didn't like the name and never used it. No one in New York even knows me by Doc. You gotta believe me, Inspector. It's the truth.
Well, that we'll see. Just a minute.
That's a phone pickup.
Hello? Yes. Grady? Yes. I see. Well, it's sewed up anyway. Thanks.
Click.
Well. I don't know what's funny about that. Okay. Well, you both will be happy to know our little murder is solved.
Oh, then it wasn't Doc after all.
No, Miss Manning, it wasn't Doc. I'm arresting you, Miss Manning, for the murder of Dorothy Brooks.
Why did the inspector arrest Miss Manning for the murder of Mrs. Brooks? In a moment, we'll hear, but first, this long musical interlude.
It's a long musical interlude. Ba, 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 ba.
It's kind of scary, so it's a long musical interlude. And now,
Such good work.
back to our story.
How dare you arrest me? I was still on the train.
Your train wasn't late, you fucking liar.
My word,
Yes, Manning, that phone call just verified the facts, so stop lying, you lying piece of shit.
Oh my.
You came out here, Miss Manning, and murdered Miss Brooks. I mean, Mrs. Brooks.
Oh.
And then you returned to the station and called Mr. Brooks to pick you up.
Oh.
That wasn't what really gave you away, though, Miss Manning. No. It's too bad. You didn't know Mr. Brooks was no longer called Doc when you printed those letters on a card.
Oh.
The next time you leave a name as a clue to throw suspicion, you better get the name right.
Oh, that's a good tip.
But of course, there won't be a next time, will there, Miss Manning? Cause you'll be somebody's bitch in jail, and the theme music comes up, and
Big Bertha's your girlfriend now. Right. Join us again next time for another chance to solve at 5-Minute Mystery. It's not really much of a chance though, because you didn't get the benefit of the phone call.
I like you are, even on the radio.
Which none of us heard.
Hmm?
Are you having a chat? Oh!
Nice. Nice call back to the automobile.
That's fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I got all the car
It's like
sounds.
you and Stephanie building. There's a whole range of car beeps available.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we need to get Alex and Steph Belding in here.
We need to get Alex a home. She's lives in her car.
Why didn't I say that? No.
I did not say that.
That is all I said.
Thank you. That was
No.
See, and usually it's longer, but with wine.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
longer.
always one.
but
And at least
more
one,
and
and
more
also with
people.
wine.
You mean and with wine?
And.
What type of
Also,
what?
it's longer
And with wine.
and with wine.
With wine.
Yes.
I'm not sure. That's. What
We
he
tried to
said.
save the wine for the official read, but
As you can see, the
Stop apologizing, I had fun!
As you can see, the official read was clearly so much smoother
So much
than
better.
the first time through.
I just want to know why you laughed at my well.